Reminiscence. Now, a quick synopsis of the movie first. Nick Bannister, played by Hugh Jackman, is a private investigator of the mind, and he has this machine to access people's memory, and he helps his clients to access lost memories. Now, his life is forever changed when he takes a new client, May, played by Rebecca Ferguson, and a simple matter of lost and found becomes a dangerous obsession. As Bannister fights to find the truth about May's disappearance, he uncovers a violent conspiracy and must ultimately answer the question of how far would you go to hold on to the ones you love. So that's a quick synopsis of the movie. Now let's get on to my review. And now I have a lot of problems with this movie. So this movie is direct written and directed by Lisa Joy. Also, she produced the movie. She's the co-creator of Westworld, and I really like Westworld. I know it's not a perfect show, but what I like about Westworld is the compelling characters that the show has and the stunning visuals. So I I know some of what I was expecting to see in this movie. So let's talk about first about what I like about this movie, the positive. And and I really like Hugh Jackman and Rebecca Ferguson. The chemistry between them is really good. And that's what keeps the movie interesting for me. And also there's some couple of visuals that really look great, and I really like that. Now, Hugh Jackman, he's a great actor. He always deliver a good performance. And Rebecca Ferguson, she's talented as well, and she does a good job here. So now let's talk about the things that I didn't like about this movie. So now this is like a dystopian future, and the problem here is that the world building is interesting. It's like most of the world is underwater. Only the top of the big cities and all of that are, are up. But it doesn't, the larger in this movie doesn't like quite make sense, and then didn't quite explain the how society really what was in this dystopian future. And that was a big problem for me because the it looks cool and everything, but how they they told you how they all happened, but how is everything function right now? And that doesn't get explained in the movie. So that was one of my problems with the movie. The other thing is that okay, let's talk about Tandy the cast. Let's start with Tandy. Newton. Now she's been around a long time. She's been in a couple of movies, show, but she became really iconic thanks to Westworld, and it was good to see her in this movie. But I have problems because she's a great actress, and in this movie, you think when she's introduced, she's like in the first half of the movie, and she really feels like a really important character, especially to Nick Bannister. Now, the problem here is then by almost half of the movie, she's completely sidelined. And the other thing is the she's military, also Hugh Jackman's character, and they talk about her like she's really badass, and she only have like one scene that she demonstrated that she's really a badass, but that's not enough for a character. You don't just introduce like a really badass character and all of that and just give her one scene and then completely sideline this character for the almost half of the movie. And the 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 problem is that I think she's a bit wasted in this movie, and that's really sad to see because she's a really good actress. Now let's talk about Daniel Wu. Now Daniel Wu is like his character is very cliche. He's really in this like drug dealer role, and sadly he doesn't have enough to do. Also, Cliff Curtis is also a bad guy in this movie, and I think Cliff Curtis does his best where the role he was given, but sadly this role is not very strong, and we didn't get to know more about his character, and it's just another problem for the movie. Now, the other thing is that this movie has things like of Chinatown, Blade Runner, and other couple of movies, and that's the problem that the movie feels is derivative. It doesn't feel original, and that's a problem because you seen things in this movie that you already seen in other movies. It doesn't like quite break new grounds in terms of new things. And I think the movie had potential, and the world building was quite interesting. Also, it doesn't quite like make sense, but that's the problem. The movie doesn't live up to the potential that they could have had. And I think the movie is okay. The movie is watchable. And that's my review for this movie. Now this movie is playing in theaters and on HBO Max. So I would say this maybe with Hugh Jackman in it is enough for you to press play and watch this movie. Now I would say that maybe give it a try. Maybe you will like it more. And I would recommend if you're going to watch this movie, it would be a good uh, HBO Max. So I won't tell you that go to the theaters and watch this movie. No, I mean if you have HBO Max and you stay here, I say try it. It has some good stuff in it, but it's an okay movie. It's watchable at least. So so that's it. So if you saw the movie, let me know what you think of the movie in the comments below. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And hit the like button. And thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later.